Okay, we have 4 green bars. We have the live counters ticking up, so we should now be live. I was about to say we have a green box, but we don't have the green box anymore. It's changes.
Yeah, that's kind of wonky.
Change happens, and I don't like it.
Time to face the strange changes, Mill.
Yeah, but we are here with Persona 5 Royal. Last time out, we fairly kicked Kamoshida's ass without him really getting too close to doing any real damage, so
As it should be.
yeah.
Fuck that guy.
We did get a comment on one of the YouTube videos that I found amusing of, I think it was something like the second one. I think one of us said, hey, maybe we'll get to 420 in this stream, and we didn't even get to the 13th.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Oh, I should do this. It's a little hard to see with that. There. That. Oh, no. It came back up again. Why did... I think I have to keep moving for it to stay away. So that's who we are. I think I can take it away now. And I'm gonna go and have the Confidant guide open, because that's what we're gonna be doing today.
Good old confidants.
Let's
now,
go.
normally, confidants are limited by your stat growth, but since we're doing New Game Plus,
To be fair, I don't think there's really many barriers for Ryuji or Tais early on, just because, you know, they are the only 2 ones available in this early game.
yeah, doesn't Ons not become available until after Kamoshida's thing is finished?
I believe so. Same with Iwai's.
I think you can do Ryunosuke.
I think Torinosuke.
Or Torinosuke. Damn
Yeah.
it. I mashed up Ryuji and Torinosuke's names together.
Yeah.
Yeah, Torinosuke I think you can also do.
I think so, yeah. I just need to get the job.
Yeah. Unfortunately, you can only meet up with him on Sundays.
Yeah. Well,
But you, once you...
It's Friday now, so...
Oh, and you should probably look up,
I am.
the details to how to start it, yeah.
Come on, man.
Because that one's the trickiest one to start. And that offers you some really good stuff.
Damn it.
Well, he's gone now. He may even be dead. We'll see.
It shouldn't need to be said, but Kamoshida is a total bastard.
Yeah, complete fuck up. Complete
Yeah.
fuckhead.
I know you mentioned in a previous stream that you think that maybe they went too hard on making Kamoshida another bastard. But honestly, I think it makes sense with the whole getting them to resort to the drastic thing of, hey, maybe this will actually lead them to dying.
Yeah, I
So
suppose.
Because, like, if Kamoshida was substantially less of a bastard, it wouldn't have really worked. It would make them look too extreme.
I suppose, yeah.
But now that they know that with Kamoshida, it doesn't automatically kill them, they're more willing to test it on less heinous individuals who are still absolute bastards.
Yeah.
Just food for thought.
All right.
Punk talk.
All right.
Oh, wait, I'm pretty sure you know this, but I don't know if anyone in the audience know this. Ryuji's surname Sakamoto is derived from a influential figure in during the Meiji Restoration period.
Oh, Ryoma Sakamoto.
Yep, Ryoma Sakamoto.
I didn't know that, but it makes sense.
Yeah, Sakamoto was kind of a bit of a maverick of his time, so it kind of fits with Ryuji and his
And he did
general,
he did make waves, didn't he? Yeah.
Yeah.
Funnily enough, I've just downloaded, or recently downloaded, Like a Dragon Ishin, which is...
And that also has a guy named Ryoma Sakamoto.
Well, I'm fairly sure you play as him. Like, it's a Yakuza-themed, or Yakuza gameplay, but set back then as playing as Ryoma Sakamoto. I think
that's pretty neat.
It's another re-release because I think the original game was on PS3 or something like that.
Yeah, honestly, the Meiji Restoration period is very interesting.
It is.
Because you got stuff like Shinsengumi running around, you got figures like Sakamoto, or figures in his circle. Speaking of Sakamoto, though, actually, isn't his assassination still one of those big mysteries that they don't know the answer to? Well, yeah,
because I'm fairly sure he died not long after it, and the only survivor was only able to reveal. Well, I say survivor. Only person who lived long enough, who was nearby to see it, was only able to say, I think, what accent the assassins had before dying themselves.
And that's really not much to go on.
No. So I think, what was his name? Kondo Asami, who was the head of the Shinsengumi at the time, got executed for it. But the suspicion was that it wasn't actually him and the Shinsengumi. It was, or if it was the Shinsengumi, it was like a more spy-focused
or a
splinter
faction there.
Yeah, because the Shinsengumi were basically a police force.
Yeah, they were much more overt than that kind of shady shit.
But it was very much suspected that the ones responsible were actually more espionage focused than the actual Shinsengumi.
Makes sense. Don't think they've ever really figured out, narrowed down the list of suspects beyond that, though.
I think they did. I mean, or at least there was some suspicion.
Unfortunately, the crime happened over 150 years ago, so
yeah.
Actual evidence is kind of light.
It was another members of another pro-shogun group, the Mimawari Gumi, confessed to the murder in 1870. Although Mimawari Gumi members Sasuke Saburo and Imai Nobuo carried the blame. The identity of the true assassins has never been proven. Okada Matsugoro, who was known for working since his early adolescence as a spy for Kondo, was rumored to have taken part in the assassination. So yeah.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it was multiple men involved in the assassination, not just one.
Yeah. Oh yeah, absolutely.
Because Ryoma was not the only one who died.
Yeah, so Sakamoto and his associate Nakaoka Shintaro, who was the one who managed to survive long enough to mention hearing Eo dialect among the killers. Eo being a city in Ehime, which is on the island whose name that I don't know.
Honshu? No, that's not right.
Shikoku, that's it, Shikoku. Also, yeah, of course we're going to help out Sojiro.
I know you can start his social link, but I don't think it can progress past a certain point until the 4th palace.
Well, we'll see.
Well...
Hitting on girls! Okay, this is rank 2. Okay, cool. I mean, it's stuff like what we've just been talking about is why fucking Bakumatsu Boys was so interesting to me.
Yeah, because it's during that period.
Even if, you know, even if the overall story itself wasn't that good and the characters weren't amazing, you know.
Also, it was neither the. Oh, yeah, go ahead.
There was all these hints at, you know, real life historical events that were just so cool. I mean, at one point, I think somebody like mentioned Sakamoto to the main character who was, you know, basically acting as Kondo Asami. I was like, huh, you know, I think you'd really like him. And it's like, oh boy, okay.
That's a historical nudge, wink, wink.
Yeah.
Also, I'm pretty sure it's neither the first nor the last adaptation to make Okita Soji a woman.
Yeah.
Because I know the real life figure was well known for being very delicate due to tuberculosis.
I mean, that's also kind of what I love about Elusive Samurai, is that it is sticking to historical record pretty fucking close. And it's really cool to see this and be able to go, all right, this is what might happen in the future, and oh fuck, that's, you know, that's a big thing that's gonna happen, sort of thing, and wondering, you know, is Matsui gonna deviate at any point?
Now I forget what time period it takes place in. Is it pre or post Sengoku period?
Very much pre. It's like 1300s.
Oh, okay. Because I know the Sengoku period is also very popular.
Again, that's another reason it's pretty interesting, is because it is, you know, not the Sengoku period.
Yeah, generally speaking, the time periods in Japanese history that I tend to hear the most about adaptations with are the Sengoku period, the late Heian period during, you know, the Genpei War, and the Meiji Restoration period.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not shocked. Those were all very eventful periods of time, but...
Ding. Right, actually.
Noise.
That reminds me. What would it be? Probably video? Would it be... Was it video or was it media source? It might be... I'm trying to remember what I used for ding when we did Ace Attorney. Yeah, so I'm having trouble remembering. I'm gonna go with media source. And I'm fairly sure I saw it in my external hard drive. Yes, there it is. So, let's see. Obviously, we can't hear it because it's a OBS sound, but I think it did just play. Probably quite loudly, but whatever. Right, I'm just gonna turn that down a little bit.
Might be a good idea.
Alright, that was a little bit too low, so we'll go 1.6 is good enough. And then we will go to hotkeys. We will...
Rock you.
Let's go with D for show media source. And H for hide media source.
Tinkering with stuff is fun.
Actually, no, that's not what I wanted to do. Okay, there we go. What I'm gonna do instead, D for restart, apply, okay, ding!
Ding-a-ling.
Getting a little bit loud, so we'll actually put that to 2.2, that'll do. Anyway,
Alright.
something I wanted to do.
Yeah, speaking of Japanese historical periods, which one are you most well versed in?
Uh,
Because I know you studied a fair amount of it for your history degree.
well, I only did one module, and that was Meiji period up until I think the start of the Second World War.
Okay. So you got to talk about Golden Kamuy because about the aftermath of the
Well, I mean,
Russo-Japanese War.
Well, I mean, for my dissertation, I basically did a bunch of different time periods, because... So, let's go through the sections. So, section 1 was on young Nobunaga, so that was Sengoku Jidai era. Golden Kamuy was obviously early 20th century.
Yeah. Post-Russo-Japanese War.
Yeah. No, I also did Drifters, which was... because I was focusing on Nobunaga. So that was also Sengoku Jidai. One Piece, the historical part of it was...
Based on Edo period, right? Like right before the Meiji Restoration?
Let me think... Yeah, I think it was. Because... Yeah. Because I was focusing on the whole open country, closed country thing.
Yeah. That was right before the Meiji Restoration then.
Yeah. Because obviously that was, you know, a not insignificant portion of the, you know, debate there.
Did you do did you use the Heike story at all, or did you
I didn't. I think it came out too late.
Oh, right. Came out last year.
Yeah, they're way too late then.
I mean, the original poem it's adapted from has been around for a long time, but...
You say last year is 2021, but yeah, that was still way too late, because I was doing my dissertation end of end of 2019, early 2020.
Yeah, that's not going to cut it.
Yeah.
At all.
So we weren't actually that far, I guess, into Wano at the time, were we?
The manga, we were still a good ways into it. I think we were well into Act 2, if not Act 3.
I mean, like, fucking, relatively speaking, given that, you know, it still went on for another, like, I think, what, like 2-3 years after that?
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, I mean, in terms of time periods for the folklore bit, it's a little harder to, you know, nail that down. But in terms of One Piece, so I focused on the fact that Murasaki, or Hiyori got the name Kumurasaki from a folktale. One in which she and a man she loved, well, she was saved by a Ronin, who then wandered off somewhere. She ended up being sold into courses and shit, let's say. So he comes across her again, decides to buy her freedom, does all this terrible shit to do it, does finally buy her freedom, but then I think gets killed in the process, and then she does the whole Romeo and Juliet kill herself on his grave thing.
Fun times.
Yeah. So I think the point I made was Oda, like, subverting expectations based on the folktale.
Mm-hmm.
Because obviously we had, what was his name? Bingo? Who,
Bingo.
like, sold his fucking family, to, try and buy...
To buy her freedom.
Buy
quote,
Hiyori's
unquote.
freedom, and then she betrayed him.
Yeah, because it turns out he was a piece of shit.
I mean, he was a piece of shit, and quite frankly, the fucking dude in the store, Gonpachi, was also a piece of shit. Oh, he was executed for his crimes. That makes sense.
It does make sense, yes.
And
Pretty
then
fucking tragic still.
Yeah, and then I brought up the point that Kaido is very Oni-like in his design. And so Oda was using his design to establish him as, you know, a villain, basically. I'm gonna say all of them.
All of them, because Nero was a tyrant.
That would be correct, yes.
This is it.
Correct.
Yep, there it is.
And then I did a section on Spirited Away and Sarazanmai. That was a fun section, actually.
Those delve more into the general folklore of Japan, right?
Yeah. So one of the things I did with Spirited Away was the Japanese name, Kamikakushi, which is a phenomenon in Japan of women and children disappearing. And there's a whole thing with, you know, it does actually line up with what happened to Chihiro in Spirited Away.
No.
Then there's... what was it? So you remember early in Spirited Away when Chihiro first travels to the spirit realm? Haku tells her she's got to eat something if she wants to stay in that realm.
Mm-hmm.
That's a I think, or I stated that was a reference to the creation myth of Izanagi and Izanami. Whether it actually is anyone's fucking guess, but you know, I bullshit my way through that. Because there's something to do with that as well. And then I talked about Shinto with regards to all the fucking spirits.
Mm-hmm.
Shinto is a weird religion.
I mean, by our standards, yeah.
Oh, and then I also did some... I think I had some words left, so I talked about Yubaba being a Yama-uba, Japanese mountain ogress.
Mm-hmm. Lots of references to mythology in Spirited Away.
Mm-hmm. Alright, so there's somewhere. It's map, isn't it? Oh, good. Clinic. Where's Tai? She is death. Oh no, there is actually a whatchamacallit, stat requirement. For rank 2, you gotta have a level 2 guts.
Yep.
Interesting.
Because of the medicines.
Yeah. Well,
Or the drugs.
It doesn't matter because yeah. Sarah Zanmai just talked about how Kappas and Kawauso, the otters.
The otters being the embodiment of all evil in the world.
Well, yeah, I mean, Kawauso in folklore. Let's see, where did I write about Kawauso?
Please tell me at least mention that otters are an abstract concept.
I did not.
Darn.
Yeah, so they've got a reputation as a particularly cruel yokai. Though sources vary on that because, of course, it does. Of course they do. And then I did section on Neo and Persona 5, in fact.
Nice. That's more on modern Japanese media.
Well, so Neo, well, that was more on, that was just the video games. Video
Neo
game
is
section.
a much earlier time period.
Neo is Sengoku Jidai.
Man, Sengoku really is popular.
It is. So there was a lot of stuff I actually had to research for that one. There was some stuff I could just talk about an Oni-like creature from Neo, but then there was another one where I had to go into the concepts of Nigitama and Aratama, and the Shinto belief of Ichirei Shikon, which I did have to do quite a bit of research just to understand enough to actually summarize it in the fucking dissertation.
That's fun.
Persona 5 was a lot easier because it was basically just talking about Yusuke's initial persona and then like ultimate persona. Because obviously
it was Goemon and what was the other one?
It was Kamu Susanoo.
Good old Susanoo.
Yeah. So Goemon has a reputation of being basically the Japanese Robin Hood.
Yep.
Which is why he is one of the personas for the Phantom Thieves, because certainly the base ones...
they're all based off of famous thieves and noble tricksters.
Famous outlaws, yeah. So the OG, the like, initial ones are all outlaws, and then the ultimate ones are tricksters.
Yeah. Because you got Arsène Lupin, the original Phantom Thief. You've got Captain William Kidd, one of the most famous pirates. You've got Carmen of the musical Carmen. Let's see, who else? Goemon, of course.
Goemon. I mean...
Johanna is the odd one out there. Because Johanna was a powerful figure in Catholic history who was a woman who posed as a man and became pope. So yeah, that one's the odd one out. Milady is from the Three Musketeers. and Zoro, of course, is from Zoro.
Zoro is Zoro.
Not One Piece Zoro. Zoro.
But yeah, the issue with doing the bit about Goemon is there aren't honestly that many historical records about him. He's got this reputation mostly from various types of plays.
And most of them tell like the same handful of stories, huh?
Kabuki and Bunraku plays.
The plague.
Wow.
The only one that I could outright find was a report about his death. A Jesuit missionary named Pedro de Morejon recorded in his diary that a man named Ixicava Goemon was boiled alive in oil. From my research, there were only two sources out there with any actual real mention of him. One was the diary of what was his fucking name? Toyotomi Hideyoshi.
That guy.
Who Goemon was thought to have tried to assassinate, but the diary is only in Japanese. And the second is in the footnotes of a book called Relación del Reino de Nippon, which I believe was by Morejon, which is only in Spanish, neither of which I speak or read.
Yeah, I've been learning Japanese, and it's not an easy language to learn. Yeah, no, Toyotomi Hideyoshi is interesting, especially in relation to the other two big figures in the Warring States period.
Ding!
All right.
Oh boy. Oh. And then yeah, my chapter 3 was fucking basically, oh god, that almost drove me insane, because I made the absolutely crazy decision to basically go through Mal, starting from like 1960, and basically based on the tags and what info I had on the on the shows, work out how many shows in a given year had historical or folkloric elements.
Oh yeah, you mentioned this. Oh
So,
no, that sounds like a big frog.
Well, here's the thing. Not only did I have to go through them, finding the one with the right tags and the right, figuring out which ones, I then had to go back through and count everything. Now, for, the early years where, there were only a few shows in a given year,
not too difficult.
it wasn't too difficult. No, I mean, 1961, there were only 2 anime. and both of them were historical or folkloric. However, you get to let's say, I mean, pick a year in the 21st century, Jack.
2013.
2013. There were 657 anime by my reckoning. I don't remember what criteria I used to say this is an anime I'm, keeping track of, but I would say 657 is a decent enough estimate.
I imagine that includes OVAs, ONAs, and specials and movies.
I think so. Like I said, I don't remember. The worst thing is, I got like 20 years in, and then got distracted and had to stop, and then went back to it when I was actually writing that chapter, and was like, oh fuck, I don't remember what criteria I used. I'm gonna have to start again, aren't I? Motherfucker.
At least it was 20 years in and not 40 years in.
Yeah. I think if it had been 40 years in, I would have just said fuck it. There's no way they're gonna check this info. This is me putting it in for the sake of it.
Yeah.
And then basically what I did is I went through the decade, basically saying this is generally how this is the general sort of way things were done in terms of historical and folkloric anime in that decade. So, 61 to 70 were anime set around the Sengoku Jidai period, and then the other one are anime obliquely set in World War II.
Like Godzilla. Godzilla's an anime.
I'm not sure if Godzilla was actually on there.
I'm sorry, what was that?
I'm not sure if I ever actually found a Godzilla anime on there. I can't remember. I honestly don't. Honestly, that whole few days of me doing that are a fucking blur.
I'm pretty sure the only Godzilla anime I know of for sure is Singular Point, which came out a year or two ago, so it wouldn't have fallen within the scope of your paper.
No. Actually. Sorry, Sojiro.
Next time, then.
We're now allowed
What are you
to
gonna
leave. So I did try and get that, whatchamacallit.
Beef bowl?
Yeah, beef bowl job, and I wasn't allowed to, so... Oh, no, I think I can only hang around Yongenjaya.
Yeah. I think that's why you can't get the beef bowl job.
Probably, yeah.
So once you're able to leave the area during the night, then you can do it.
I'm bored. Let's go to the batting cages.
I see.
Want to give it a try?
Why not?
Good luck.
I have to step away for a few minutes, but I'll be back.
Alright.
Yes.
There.
Okay. Oh. Nice.
That was a low one.
Yes.
Strike 2. And strike 3. Oh, is that not the end? Oh. I think I might only have one more, and that's... Really? Kind of expected it to end by now. Oh, nearly.
Oh,
There we go, that's a home run.
nice. Okay.
Nope, too late.
Nice. Yes. Okay.
Nope. Do I just go until I decide to stop?
Nice.
Kind of thought there would be some sort of a, you know, stop point it would give me. But no, it's just let me keep playing.
Oh.
I need to get under it a bit more. There we go. So close again.
Yes.
That's better.
Nice.
That was too low. Shit. Shit.
Hey, hey. Nice. Yes.
I'd be so terrible at this in real life. So it's a good thing I can live vicariously through video games. Wonder if this is one of the songs that the YouTube copyright picks up. It's definitely been picking up a couple in these streams.
Oh.
Or let's at least get 3. Next home run I get, I'll stop.
Okay. Yes. Nice.
No.
Okay. Oh.
Yeah, no, fuck that one.
Hey, hey. Nice.
Some of these feel very low.
Oh. Okay. Nice.
If I also reach 50 hits before getting the 3rd home run, I'll stop. Oh.
Okay.
Which is
Nice.
more likely than I would like to believe.
Okay.
Yep. Under that.
Yes.
I imagine this is just what you do on a New Game Plus of Persona.
Yes.
Come on, another home run. Nope.
Nice.
Nope. Too early. There we go.
Nice.
We'll stop now.
Here you go.
Thank you.
Want to give it a try?
That's enough for now.
Nice going. Wanna head back? Well then. Whoa.
Let's see. What can we get through the home shopping? Alright. Alright, I think that's...
Hey, hey! Well
Alright.
then.
Is anyone available? Nope. Alright, I guess we gotta... Oh, sir. Oh. Y'all gonna make me go in?
Hey, inmate! I was waiting.
Okay. Ow. Seems unfair. You didn't need to do that. Oh, alright.
Listen up, inmate! We are introducing a new regimen to your rehabilitation in the form of challenge battles. For
Oh.
these trials, we will permit the cognitions of your comrades to fight at your side.
Okay.
Cry your tears of joy! Depending on your results in combat, you will receive some form of compensation for your efforts.
Interesting.
Should you prove successful,
Definitely seems
there
like
is no
a New
doubt
Game
that
Plus
you'll
type
be
thing.
rewarded and strengthened in body and mind. We've even prepared a special stage for you to undergo this part of your rehabilitation. Take this opportunity to demonstrate the furthest reaches of the strength you've gained up to now. Should you wish to attempt this at once, we shall oblige you.
I'm just gonna leave.
No slacking off.
Didn't really want to come here in the first place.
Okay, sounds good. All right, which one? All right, sounds good. Okay, all right, which one?
And I'm really not expecting much on this front, but whatever.
All right,
We can sell some shit.
you should be grateful. Come again.
Alright. Guess we're not starting that yet. I really don't think there's much to do in the early game. I think they're expecting you to be fucking up in your stats. So where would I go? No. Where's the mall? I'm just gonna fast travel there instead of looking around to try and find it. It's not gonna go well for me.
What do you want?
Thank you for stopping in.
No, you don't. Yo.
What do you want to do? Come in.
Might as well do the, what is it? This day in Persona 5, strat.
What do you want to do?
Buy all the nice nutrients.
Nice to meet you. Good luck. Hey!
Shut the fuck up, Morgana. You're wearing a bright yellow bandana around your neck.
You did great.
Ah, the flower shop.
Feeling.
You really needed that money, Mill. You really needed that money.
Want to head back?
Not really. Nor the kindness boost, but there was nobody available, so there wasn't
Yeah.
really much to do.
No, that's fair. So sorry to rail the subject back into Japanese history, which I'm sure you are just so exhausted talking about, clearly.
I'm really downhearted that going back to that.
So I forget, what time period was Miyamoto Musashi part of? Was it pre, during, or after the Warring States period?
Might have been before, you know.
Let me look, cause
Yeah. Might have been before.
because I know Musashi is from about 500 odd years ago. I just don't know if it was before or how that is in relation to the Warring States period. Okay, it was after. Late 1500s to early to mid 1600s. So that was after the Warring States, if I recall correctly.
Not really. I mean, that was sort of... I mean, Warring States ended, if I recall correctly, early 1600s when Tokugawa beat Toyotomi, or the Toyotomi family, more specifically, because I think Hideyoshi bit the dust. Was it Sekigahara?
I don't know. I do know Musashi was the inventor of two swords style as it's known in Japan. Or at least the Japanese iteration of that.
Let's go have a bath.
Yeah, let me look.
Oh.
Sengoku period.
Because Sengoku Jidai was basically the three big generals, Nobunaga,
Nobunaga,
Toyotomi, and Tokugawa.
Yeah. And Tokugawa went on to found the Tokugawa shogunate, which ultimately ended with the Meiji Restoration.
Yes.
So the Warring States period lasted from roughly 1330. Hold on. 1467 is generally chosen as the start date, but there's many competing historiographies for its end date, ranging from 1568, which was when Nobunaga marched on Kyoto, all the way to the suppression of the Shimabara Rebellion in 1638. The Shimabara Rebellion happened in what most regard as the Edo period.
I mean, I would guess the argument for ending in 1568 with Nobunaga is by that point, I think by that point Nobunaga was uniting the country, so it wasn't really warring states. It was, you know, particular warlords. Yeah,
well, and Nobunaga died 14 years after that when he was betrayed by Akechi Mitsuhide.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, fucking course, that's why his name is Akechi.
Persona did do their research sometimes.
That's clever. That's clever, Atlas.
Yeah.
Yeah, Nobunaga. The funny thing about Nobunaga's death is apparently they never found Nobunaga's head. And apparently Mitsuhide was like super jazzed about finding the head so he could prove Nobunaga's death. But yeah, kind of wild.
I mean, I've talked about this a little bit. I think when I was playing Neo, because it came up because it was that period. But I do find it really interesting to think about what the mindset of somebody like Nobunaga was. Somebody who in the end set out to unite the country by any means necessary. I would say unquestioningly support it.
Yes.
My country, right or wrong?
Yes. You unquestioningly support it. Oh, okay. Yeah, the whole stronghold in which Nobunaga died just burned to the ground. So everyone inside died and Nobunaga's body was unrecoverable.
Yeah.
This is it.
Also, apparently there's a lot of
Exactly.
That was a guess.
literature depicting Nobunaga getting it on with his retainer Mori Ranmaru, which is well, I can see that Yaoi has a very long tradition in Japan. Good for them. Good for them.
Thanks. Nice going.
Yeah, what should we call it? So yeah, Musashi was born like 3 years after Nobunaga's death.
Really?
So that puts most of Musashi's life pretty firmly post Sengoku period.
Hey, Mishima. Oh, we're gonna be fine. Don't worry about it, buddy. Nope. There is nobody available. Wonderful.
What's interesting to me is, like, a lot of countries, including Japan, have a time period in which things transition from a more legendary age to a more historically documented age. And I'm pretty sure that was the Heian period in Japan.
Hey, hey!
Whereas, like, European history, it varies quite a bit. Like, the time period of Rome's founding would be like that for the Mediterranean, for example.
Shit.
Okay.
Hey Baba, swing!
Nice.
I know Arthurian legend didn't come until way after that actual time period in which it's supposedly set, but like
Oh.
you do have the like the tales involving Charlemagne's paladins. Was I don't know how long afterwards those were composed. Yeah, that's more or less the end of the legendary period in European history, and where
Nice.
Charlemagne is where most of continental Europe started becoming more historically documented. I think. Before then, there's
I mean that period is before my area of expertise, unfortunately. So I have no fucking clue.
Oh, the Heian period, or just?
I mean Heian period. Yeah, I mean my my degree is in modern history, so we didn't really go any further back than like the 1700s.
So past 400, 500 years, basically.
Yeah.
Oh.
Makes sense.
Here you go.
That is generally the time frame that people regard as modern history.
Nice going.
Basically when certainly in the West, you know, countries started
Wanna head back?
expanding out and colonizing.
Around the time period of the Renaissance, basically, onwards. I mean, that does coincide with a lot of other countries' modern time period. Like, the only ones that really don't coincide that way are, like, most of the southern Pacific region, basically. And maybe parts of Africa.
All right, then.
Ding.
Thanks.
Oh, wait. Ding.
Whoops.
Morning. How do you like being packed in like sardines, city style? I bet you've had enough.
I did actually get to experience that when I went to Japan. That was fun, I guess.
I don't mean to joke around. I just don't know what to do.
And I had a nap on the train. So really lived that Japanese life.
Yet here I am, suddenly with nothing to
Nice.
do. It's so awful just waiting for the results, isn't it? It's so worrying.
It's not been
Don't
bad.
worry on.
Hung out with some people, did some batting at the batting cages, started working at a flower shop.
Yep.
You're right. All we can do is believe and wait. Thanks. I feel
Wait
better after
and
talking.
hope.
It's not good to be a downer in the morning. Well, let's have a great day today.
Kind of well that China's Warring States period was nearly 2,000 years before Japan's.
Yeah.
Then again, Chinese history is a lot more thoroughly documented for the past 2,000 odd years.
They very well documented how we kind of ruined them with opium, didn't they?
Well, no, like their documentation goes well past like their earliest unified dynasty of the Qin dynasty in the 200s BCE.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I'm pretty sure Chinese documented history goes well before that. Same with a lot of other countries like India, a lot of the Fertile Crescents, a lot of the Mediterranean has thorough documentation for that time period. Because, like, basically most of those regions have pretty thorough documentation from around the time of Alexander the Great or beforehand.
Oh.
Like some, like the Mesopotamian region have even more thorough documentation well before that, as well as Egypt, for example. Whereas Japan, like, pretty sure the most well-documented early conflict from Japan is the Genpei War, which was like the 1100s-ish.
Yeah. Try to remember.
Like, there is loose documentation and/or legends.
Well,
of earlier.
I mean, there's one particular one. I'm trying to remember what the name of it is. Nihon Shohei, something like that. It's like meant to be the history of like Japan pre 1000, basically, sort of thing. But a lot of that is, you know, more folkloric than it is actual sort of historical record.
Yeah, most of the Heian period is more or less folkloric. It's only around the 1100s where it really starts getting documented. Figures like, you know, Murasaki Shikibu, and say Shonagon and the rest of that court, who actually started writing stuff down and putting down poetry and literature. But yeah,
I mean,
there were figures
Japan,
during that time period.
I mean, Japan has the first. I think Japan has the first suspected novel.
Yeah, The Tale of Genji.
Yeah.
That was penned by Murasaki Shikibu.
Mm-hmm. So there's
kind of wild that the first.
Dang.
Kind of cool that the first
All right.
known novel was written by a woman.
Hmm. I mean, I think there's still some argument about that, but yeah.
Yeah. Well, there's a lot of sketchy documentation for the time period that she lived in. Like, you have
Take care.
not long before her time or around her time, you have figures like Minamoto no Reiko and the big four subordinates under him that were pretty heavily mythologized. Like, you hear a lot of stories about Golden Boy Kintoki. And all those folks.
You're back.
Yeah, I think that the mid to late Heian period was when things stopped being myth and becoming more accurately documented.
Mm-hmm.
Whereas before that, you have more mythical figures like Yamato Takeru.
Thanks.
All that is to say, history is interesting.
It's very
I got a chance to
interesting.
talk to this girl the other. We had an amazing conversation after I brought up some of the stuff I read about. We're gonna go out somewhere together soon.
Well, don't get ahead
Congratulations.
of yourself because it happened to go well.
Shut the fuck up.
Look,
Don't be a
knowledge
dick.
isn't
Don't harsh his
enough.
vibe.
You need proficiency to adapt on the fly. You also need kindness to be accepted.
Knowledge is power.
And guts to be honest and direct. Plus charm to draw people to you. The quality of your character says a lot about you. So it's important to better yourself every day.
Way ahead of ya.
Really? But it takes so much work.
Hey, I'm already perfect.
I'll do it if it means
You're either
I get a
perfect or you're
girlfriend.
not me.
I guess I'll start by showering every day. I hear girls prefer a
You
dude who's
weren't
hygienic.
before?
Hey, this applies to you too.
Shut up, I'm already perfect. It's a waste of time.
Your hard work may not always pay off, but that doesn't mean it's a
It's
waste of
already
time.
paid off. I
Working
had a
hard
life
helps build
before you know.
Think you can get by on luck alone? Think again.
Yes.
Morning!
Yes, we do not want to be late.
I just remembered. You.
Oh boy.
Just use the network. I don't remember this one.
Yeah, but
think it's
I wanna
four.
make a guess first. I mean, I'm not gonna choose and get it wrong before checking, but you know, I think I'm gonna go with 4. Yeah.
This is it.
It's a good thing about playing this game so far after it came out. Everyone's already, you know, done the answer, so that gives you the correct one pretty easily.
Mhm.
Nice going!
GG easy.
I told you, Cat, I'm already perfect, so fuck you. Yes, the economic losses.
Sound just like some of the people on the news. And not
Yeah.
the good kind of news.
The economic losses are the most important bit about this, yeah.
Really?
Hey, Mishima. You're just gonna say the same thing? Okay.
Yos. Ryuji, you got this.
Whoa!
Love that they're blaming all the shit on Ryuji, even though it's like very clearly Kamoshida's fault.
Yeah, but they can't do anything to Kamoshida, so taking out their frustration on Ryuji, rightly or
Which is
wrongly.
cowardly.
I mean,
Like, I get the frustration, but again, just because you can't take out your frustrations on an authority figure doesn't mean there's any justification for taking it out on someone who is not really at fault and only can be tangentially blamed because of said authority figure's actions. How come this rando gets to drop the F-bomb, but Ryuji can't?
Probably because Ryuji is censoring himself somewhat so that he doesn't play into the, delinquent stereotype too much. Despite the fact that he is kind of a
That's coward talk. Ryuji can curse all you want.
Despite the fact that he is kind of just the delinquent stereotype.
Yep.
Delinquent with a heart of gold stereotype, though.
Mm-hmm.
Ding.
All right.
Let each other's dicks off.
They're angry, they're just lashing out at anyone.
I know. It's just funny to say that.
Ah, you're back.
Might as well keep hanging out with Sochiro.
Mm-hmm.
Yo.
Hey,
Yo.
Oh, I think I have to make some coffee first. Oh, so?
hey.
Just doing it for shits and giggles.
Yeah. Yeah, it's interesting. So that's...
Hanami.
So that'll be Blossom.
Mm-hmm.
Flower to be? For a cross?
Bud.
This has sprung?
Spring.
Really?
Yeah. It fits.
Yeah, but
Because
that's...
remember, you got Blossom, so Blossom.
Yeah, but that's just... Spring has sprung? That's just a dumb clue.
Yes, it is. Picnic. Hey, Boo Boo, did you find any picnic baskets?
Look, it's hard for the UK to do picnics because of our weather.
Oh yeah, your weather is shit. Now we just need to find Bubbles and Buttercup. The set is complete. I don't imagine you had the same cartoon diet that I did when I was a kid.
No. Let me think. So the ones that I remember watching most when I was actually a kid were watched Avatar. Really liked Avatar. Yep. Are we counting anime via Yu-Gi-Oh? Because I didn't know it was. I watched Yu-Gi-Oh. I didn't know it was an anime because I didn't know what anime was.
I mean, we can count anime we watched as kids. The ones I watched the most were Avatar. Well, anime-wise, it was Yu-Gi-Oh, Pokemon, and Dragon Ball Z. I did watch a couple episodes here and there of other shows like Sailor Moon, but it was mostly those aforementioned three.
Hey,
And now I'm a weeb for life. Is how it is.
No, Yu-Gi-Oh was the only one that I remember watching.
Yeah.
But in terms of
Yes.
cartoons,
All right.
watched quite a bit of Fairly Odd Parents.
Fairly Odd Parents was one for me. That one actually debuted. I remember the debut for that one because they were like, you should choose between Fairly Odd Parents or Invader Zim as the new mainstay for Nickelodeon. And it was like, oh, ¿por qué no los dos? So both stuck around for a little bit, but Fairly Odd Parents has been around for ages, and Invader Zim just did not last nearly that long.
Obviously SpongeBob.
I was gonna say, you've clearly watched SpongeBob, right?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Honestly, who born in the 90s hasn't watched SpongeBob, really?
I think I watched a fair amount of Danny Phantom.
Oh god, that one.
I quite liked that one.
I never really got into it, personally. I watched a lot more Cartoon Network than Nickelodeon, and Danny Phantom was very firmly a Nick show.
Yeah, I watched more Nickelodeon than I would say Cartoon Network.
Nice.
Yeah, because the big shows for me were stuff like Dexter's Lab and Powerpuff Girls and Teen Titans and such like that.
Yeah, that wasn't the stuff that I watched. Scooby-Doo as well.
Scooby-Doo was good, yeah. It's hard to go wrong with Scooby-Doo. I did watch a lot of that. I did watch some Nick shows, I will say, but like, as I said, I watched Cartoon Network more. Partially because that was what Toonami was on, and that was where all the anime was.
I mean, I also watched some of the live action shows, so Drake and Josh and iCarly.
Never really got into those, personally.
I mean, Drake and Josh, yeah, definitely really enjoyed. iCarly mostly got into that because of Miranda Cosgrove.
Mm-hmm.
Really?
I get that.
Alright. Let's go find Ryuji.
I do remember when I was an older kid, I did watch more like Disney Channel and Nick at Night and stuff. But like, that was like mostly because my parents, especially my dad, were pressuring me to stop watching cartoons.
Well, I stopped...
Jokes on them.
Yeah, I mean, I stopped watching cartoons for a little bit. Not because of any, I would say, real pressure, just because I felt like I should as I was getting older. And then I found stuff like, I found Phineas and Ferb, which was really good.
Phineas and Ferb was good.
Yeah, really enjoyed watching that.
I did take a break from cartoons for a few years in like my early teens, but it didn't last very long.
Say cartoons, more, the kid-focused cartoons took a break from.
Yeah.
Still watch stuff like, when I was in high school, it really was, stuff like fucking Family Guy, American Dad, South Park, that sort of shit. Yeah, I know.
I only really watched South Park a little bit in college. It was kind of funny, but just wasn't my vibe, really. I did watch a lot of Comedy Central in my first year or two of college, though. There was a lot of stuff there, like Posh.0 was a big one. Key and Peele was excellent. I don't know how anyone can hate Key and Peele.
But yeah, so found Phineas and Ferb. Eventually, while I was watching stuff on that channel, I watched like a few of other shows I can't really remember the name of. But
Impossible, Hannah Montana.
No,
Sweet Life of Zack and Cody.
Did watch Sweet Life of Zack and Cody and Sweet Life on Deck. Yeah, I watched both of those.
Yeah, those are classic. That's So Raven, Cory in the House.
I think those ones were a little bit before my time.
That's a Raven probably. Core in the House was contemporary with Zack and Cody, as was Hannah Montana. I'm pretty sure there was a crossover once or twice between those shows.
To be fair, the time period I'm talking about was probably a little after their heyday. I think Sweet Life on Deck might have been, at the very least, coming to an end, if not already ended, and there were just, reruns.
Ah, okay.
I'm fairly sure.
sense.
I'm fairly sure anyway.
Sorry.
Yeah, that was like the early 2010s-ish.
Yeah.
Late 2000s.
But then do you remember the Gravity Falls shorts that they did between
Oh
seasons
god,
1
yeah,
and 2?
those were funny.
Yeah, I
Those are
found
great.
while I was just watching Disney XD one night, one of those just came on and I genuinely enjoyed it and just started looking up Gravity Falls and was like, it seems like a cool show. Started watching it on, I think it was on Amazon. And was like, hey, this is a fucking great show.
I remember I caught up with Gravity Falls, I believe, around early mid-season 2. I remember being caught up when Northwest Mansion Mystery premiered. So I was watching the show current. I was current on the show when Not What He Seems dropped.
I'm
And
fairly
holy shit.
I'm fairly sure it had already finished when I was getting to it, because I think I was
Weird Again was actually fairly recent.
I mean, when did it? Gravity Falls. When did it run until? February 2016.
Damn. It's really been 7 years.
Yeah, and I think I watched it in my, or I finished watching it in my gap year, I want to say. So it might have been somewhere from fall 2016 onwards, I think.
Wild.
Because I remember I was home alone when I watched the finale, and was quite glad about that fact because it made me, it broke me.
Mm-hmm.
Hey,
No, he's really good.
Mm. Who do we go to?
Well, Can you go to Tay during the night?
No.
Well, where do you have their social links at?
Both of them are at 3.
Okay. Well, do you know what days of the week are available? Because if you can do only one of them tomorrow, but both of them today, do the one today that you can't do tomorrow.
I probably can, but I'd have to look it up, and I can't really be asked.
Yeah, that's fair.
Ryuji messaged us first.
Yes, let's be nice to Ryuji.
Oh, and it'll introduce us to a new area, thank God. I mean, it's not one we can really go to other than to get ramen, but fuck it. It'll do.
Good old ramen.
But yeah,
So were you in a sport in high school, Mill?
yes, I played rugby. I mean, I played rugby from about when I was, I think, 6 or 7 until I was 18.
I was in a lot of sports pre-high school. In high school, though, I was in wrestling. And you tend to work... A lot of sports tend to work up an appetite, if I'm being honest.
Yeah.
But wrestling is the worst one, because you have to maintain weight.
Yeah.
So, what we did at the end of the my last season of wrestling in high school, we went to a buffet-style place, and just absolutely went ham on the buffet. It was... We just ate so much. Just straight up food coma that night. But it was worth it. But yeah, like, if you don't have to weigh in anymore after a long time of keeping a very close eye on your weights, yeah, it's a crazy thing.
Ding.
Ding-a-ling.
All right.
See ya.
Bye, Ryuji. I hope you know that at some point we're just gonna stop hanging out with you.
No, don't be like that. Just because you've maxed out the Confidant doesn't mean you have to stop hanging out with them. Especially since, like, even with the Confidant done, there's not a lot you'll be able to do with your free time afterwards.
Yeah, we might hang out with him a little bit, I guess.
I've got a good idea.
Morgana, what are you planning to make us do?
Something stupid, no doubt.
A chair in the middle of the room looking up at the rafters really, you know, is concerning.
Mm-hmm.
To be fair, in terms of a fear of heights, certainly in my experience, it's not really... Not necessarily the height that does it, it's the possibility of falling.
Yeah.
Like, I've been up high places and been absolutely fine, but, you know, if I go up a ladder, I am worried, because I'm like, I know I can fall, and at my weight, that's gonna do some damage.
You ever been on one of those drop rides?
Yes, I actually love roller coasters, to be fair.
Roller coasters are great. I mean, like the drop rides, like the Tower of Terror in
Yes, I believe
Disney
I have.
California Adventure.
I believe I have, yeah.
Oh,
I think I went to one in Japan, actually.
Ah, neat.
So we did go to an amusement park while we were there. It was quite good. Though one of the rides was basically like a sort of carousel thing where you were in like individual cars that would spin around. Yeah, the belts for those very much made for a Japanese person, not my weight.
Oh boy.
And, you know, going upside down on that, really, that belt dug in.
Yeah, Japanese people are on average, a lot smaller than people in the West.
There's sulfur leaking from the tank! We need to do something fast! It's fine. I'll just use this chocolate. See? The acid and the sugar are reacting.
Is this MacGyver?
This is Guy McVer, thank you.
wow.
I'm sorry, MacGruber.
Hey, hey.
I fucking love pastiches of famous properties. Especially stuff from the 80s. The 80s are so easy to spoof.
Hey!
Something about the combination of the earnestness and the over-the-topness of a lot of 80s culture just makes it so easy to parody both affectionately and more,
Hey, hey!
or rather less affectionately.
Yeah.
Morning. I wonder if
Almost
Kamoshida really...
done.
What if we failed? That's all I've been able to think about.
Don't worry, On. You'll be fine.
We gotta
We
believe.
did do what we could. I guess
You
all
just
I can
gotta
do now is
believe.
But how strange. I feel a bit better now. Maybe it's because
Is
of
there
your
something
proposal?
strange in your neighborhood?
We'll be able to avenge Shiho, and you won't get expelled. After break, we'll all be able to laugh together.
What about Ryuji? What about Ryuji?
Don't Yamcha Ryuji like that. He doesn't deserve that.
To be fair, Yamcha doesn't deserve that.
No, you're right. But Ryuji also does not deserve that. Ryuji's kind of a bro.
Hi, everyone. Let's hear it.
Wunderbar!
Prodigy, isn't it?
Yes.
This is it.
That's correct.
Funnily enough, I know that because of Ted Lasso.
Wunderbar!
Because they do actually reference Wunderkind at some point.
Probably in reference to a catchy or something.
No, this isn't Ted Lasso, not Persona.
Oh, okay. I haven't watched Ted Lasso, but I've heard it's really good.
It's good, yeah. And yet, you know, 6 months from now, you're going to still be saying the same goddamn things, you morons.
Nice going.
Yeah, they're morons.
Could they not have included some sort of, I don't know, like, counter for, you know, if you get so many questions right, they start changing the dialogue on it of, oh yeah, that's sort of what we expected.
Nah, because that'd be too easy.
Yeah.
Fruzza.
Stop trying to be clever, Morgana. Doesn't suit you. Hey, see, Takemi is available.
Yep, works out.
Please head to the exam room.
Good.
Bye.
Ah, you're back. You got time right now?
Might as well spend as much time with Sojiro as we can before we get expelled and sent to juvie.
All right then.
I was gonna be real rough. Sojo was just starting to approve of us.
Thanks. Oh yeah, we'll be able to get to that deadline right before we end the stream. Looks like.
Should be able to, yeah.
Well then.
Alright. Ugh, moist protein.
Yeah, the first one's the better one.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, hey!
First one has an SP thing.
Well, the HP items probably don't restore as much health, but it's fine.
I mean, again, anything that restores SP is good.
Well then.
We won! We won 100 yen!
Reminds me of those lotto scratchers that give you absolutely fuck all.
I mean, I feel like that was the one we did as well, so we probably lost like 2,900 yen.
Yep.
But
You were
oh well.
expecting any better?
Not really.
Wow.
Meow.
Yeah.
Oh, hey.
Oh.
Oh, hey.
Okay. What's the point of saying he's available then, when he's clearly not?
Couldn't tell ya.
Yeah, let's go watch a movie.
It'll be like that one Chainsaw Man meme.
Wow.
The Cake Night Rises.
Oh my god.
A black forest of crime and corruption.
Well. Well then.
You know, I only went to see The Dark Knight Rises by complete accident.
Hmm.
Well, I say complete accident. Basically, what happened was, my friends and I were 14, I think.
Wanna know why I use pies? Cakes are too quick. You can't savor all the little taste sensations you see when forced to choose cake or pie. People show you their true taste. I am nothing like you. You're a psychopath who bakes for money.
These are so unserious.
Yeah.
Yes, Morgana, you are correct. Oh, your passion is overflowing.
But yeah, so me and a couple of friends were 14, and we wanted to go watch, I think it was the second Expendables movie.
But you weren't allowed in because you weren't
Well,
appropriate age.
we tried to lie. The issue was, so my birth year is 97, right?
Mm-hmm.
But I was born in October. My friends were born whatchamacallit, in 98. Because they were born, yeah, January onwards, basically.
Now, correct me if I'm wrong, but based on England, or rather the UK's age rating, you have to be 16 to get into
No, 15.
their
15.
15.
Yeah, only 15. So basically said, look, you just gotta go 1 year back. So I said, my birthday is 25th of October, 1996. That would have made me 15 at the time. They said their birth dates also 1996. So despite the fact that they'd said they were 15, their birthday said they were 16.
Oh.
We did not get in.
So they fucked up the
They fucked it up badly, yes. So, you know, we were there, we could still see a movie, so we ended up going to see Dark Knight Rises instead.
There are worse choices.
Yeah, it was a pretty good movie.
It's not as good as The Dark Knight, in my opinion, but still.
Offer more reassurance, but he should have the change of heart. Let's just believe in that while we wait for tomorrow. Hey!
You could do laundry.
Why not? What else are we gonna do?
Fuck all.
I mean, yeah, we could just go to bed. That'd be boring.
Hey, hey!
Yep. Precisely.
Hey, hey! Oh! And finished. Let's head back.
Gonna have to check those and see, you know, how good they actually are.
Mm-hmm.
This is no good.
No, today is very important.
Is this Golden Week?
I believe it is, yeah.
What's with the sudden morning assembly?
I bet it's about that girl that jumped the other day.
They don't have to tell us not to commit suicide.
You'd think so, wouldn't you?
Mm-hmm.
There was that weird calling card too, so I guess the teachers are freaking out. We're lucky that morning practice got canceled though.
I feel like I'm gonna faint if this takes forever.
Let's begin this school-wide morning assembly. As you all know, a tragic event took place the other day.
I mean, it's been like 2.5 weeks at this point.
Mm-hmm.
Thankfully, we have been informed that she has pulled through, but it will take time until she recovers. Everyone here has a
Could at least say a name, dude.
I implore that you rethink the importance of life and... Mr. Kamoshida, what's the...
I have been reborn.
Oh no, he found God.
Oh no, he joined the cult.
So, not much different from what I said?
Yes.
That is why
Not much.
I will confess everything to you all.
I mean, if he did find God, I'd have no faith that he'd actually confess about fiddling with kiddies.
Hmm.
Huh? What's wrong with Mr. Kamoshida?
What's this about?
Confess? Did the volleyball team do something?
I have repeatedly done things that were unbecoming of a teacher. Verbally abusing students, physically abusing my team, and sexually harassing female students. I am the reason why Shiho Suzui tried to kill herself.
Sexual harassment? What? Why would he say that himself?
He is
Volleyball
the
team?
worst.
Really? Physical abuse?
I thought of the school as my own castle. There were even students that I sentenced to expulsion, simply because I didn't like them. I will, of course, rescind those.
You. No no juvie for us today.
Bullet dodge.
I am truly sorry for putting innocent youths through such horrible acts.
Are you gonna apologize for revealing our private information?
No, fuck you.
Oh.
I am an arrogant, shallow, and shameful person. No, I'm worse than that. I will take responsibility.
No, don't kill yourself. You have so much to live for.
I mean, that's not really taking responsibility for it, though, is it?
No,
That's
coward's way
dodging
out.
the consequences, if anything.
Again, coward's way out.
Like, kill himself?
Mr. Kamoshida is, not well. Mr. Kamoshida, please get off the stage for now.
Man, he moved quick for a big guy.
Everyone,
He's pretty pretty spry for a big guy.
Don't run, you bastard! Shiho's still alive, even after all the things that made her want to die. You have no right to run from this!
You're right. You're absolutely right. I should be punished under the law and atone for my crimes. I did horrible things to Takamaki-san as well. In return for giving Suzui-san a position on the team, I tried to force her into having relations.
Disgusting.
Position on the team?
I feel so
That's
bad
horrible.
for
So the rumors
Takamaki-san.
weren't true.
As of today, I will resign from my position as an instructor and turn myself in.
Good.
Someone please call the police!
On it.
The police?
Is he for real? He's gonna get arrested?
Wow. This morning's assembly is over. Return to your classes immediately.
And missed this show? Sorry, I'm not going to tell you where I got popcorn.
Teacher and Sirius made me think of something. What did your professors in uni dress like?
Isn't this just like what that calling card said?
Like mostly casual, business casual. Most of my university professors didn't really dress like super formally.
Does this mean the Phantom Thieves thing was for real?
I mean, yeah. I mean, that's what I was thinking about. Most of them did, dress mostly just, business casual, button-up shirt and, chinos or nice trousers, that sort of thing. And then there was the one dude who just dressed in t-shirt and jeans.
But was it apple-bottom
No way
jeans?
you could steal someone's heart.
I don't know the difference.
But why else would he start saying things like he'll kill himself or
I'm
turn
just
himself
fucking
in?
around.
Maybe because it almost got leaked. Don't they go easier on you if you turn yourself in?
I wonder what happened.
Who knows? But man, Kamoshida turned out to be one sick bastard.
Hey, is this for real? He's turning himself in just like that? What's going to happen to the volleyball team?
Paparazzi will show up now.
So, mission
Return
accomplished.
to your classrooms at once.
Mission accomplished.
His heart really did change.
Seems like it. But was this really for the best?
Yes.
What? This feels like best case scenario from this. Like, what could be better?
That was an excellent question.
Yeah, it's gotta be.
I mean, it sucks that he wants to kill himself, but that's kind of the,
that's kind of what anyone with an actual conscience would want to do if they'd actually done those kinds of things that he did.
Things are happening way too fast. Huh? What the?
Hey, Mishima.
Takamaki-san, I'm sorry.
Huh?
We all knew, but we pretended we didn't.
Takamaki-san, I had you all wrong. I'm sorry that
Hey, somebody pronounced it properly.
I didn't know at all. Kamoshida was forcefully pushing himself on you. It must have been so hard for you. I'm sure there's a ton of people who want to apologize to you. We're so sorry.
No, it's okay. The same goes for me, too. Besides, that's all in the past now.
Hey, you there!
On, you are way too nice about this.
Also, go fuck yourself.
Well, see you later then.
These teachers are so up their own asses about enforcing order.
I swear I'll make it up to you someday.
Looks like Kamoshida ain't the only one that had a change of heart. Man, I'm glad for you. Looks like those weird rumors are gonna go away.
My thing doesn't really matter. We made Kamoshida apologize about Shiho. That's more than enough for me.
On, you're too nice.
I still note that we didn't get a fucking apology. Our criminal record got leaked. You know what that's doing to us socially?
I mean, you still got two rad friends, so...
Way to leave out Morgana.
What about Morgana?
Yeah.
I totally freaked out. He really did have a change of heart. And we were lucky his mind didn't get messed up either. This was an A+ job.
Weren't you the one saying, oh, I'm not sure if this is the best outcome? Yeah, it is the best outcome.
Does this mean that they won't have a mental shutdown even if their palace disappears?
Apparently not.
Looks like it.
So we need to persuade the shadow without killing it, and then send it back to its real self.
You do that by beating its ass into submission.
Our targets won't undergo a cognitive collapse if we do that.
So we can get him to confess with no bad stuff? Hey, that works for me.
Do you have to be so loud?
I think he does.
Don't worry.
Hey, everybody, did you know that there were the Phantom Thieves?
So, how'd it go? With Shiho, I mean.
She's regained consciousness.
Woohoo!
Ooh.
For real?
Yes,
It was
Ryuji.
only for a
For
little
real.
bit, but I got to talk to her. I was able to tell her that Kamoshida admitted to what he did. Shiho, she told me she was sorry. Looks like she found out that I was flirting with Kamoshida for her sake. And here I was, wanting to apologize to her.
Kamoshida's at fault for all this.
I know.
Correct.
Shiho's mom is thinking of transferring her to another school after she recovers.
Can't say I blame her.
The whole sexual harassment and attempted suicide, people will label her after that.
Yeah, especially with the bricks of this school.
And like I said, 6 months and we're still getting called a troublemaker and a delinquent, despite not doing anything to earn it.
Sounded like Shiho had the same idea too.
It's gonna get lonely.
But I think it's for the best. I'm sure it'll be hard if she stays here.
She's alive. You can see her anytime.
I need to change too.
That aside,
Well, it's time to make the strange changes then.
Kamoshida's shadow.
like that. I just wanted Kamoshida to apologize himself.
You're so kind, Lady Ann.
No matter how much of a shitbag he was, finishing him off would have left a bad aftertaste, huh?
Huh? That's not it. I think revenge is better served if I make him repent. Realizing what he's done, he'll grovel for forgiveness the rest of his life, you know?
I guess.
That is ice fucking cold. I approve.
There are fates worse than death.
Okay.
Holy shit.
Yes, Ryuji. Holy shit indeed.
Anyways, that's all settled. But you know, there was one more thing I was wondering about that castle. Why was Kamoshida the only one who had that metaverse thing?
It isn't necessarily limited to him. It's something anyone could have if their heart became warped from their desires.
Anyone.
Wanna check it out?
Not right now. We better lay low for a while. People are still gonna be talking about Kamoshida. Then again, it's totally impossible for someone to find out what we did at his palace.
Yeah, about that, weird rumors about you guys are already going around.
Shocker.
Stuff like you got together and threatened Kamoshida with something close to physical violence.
Well, they're not entirely wrong, to be fair.
The rumor mill in this school is ridiculous.
Yeah.
People aren't going to easily believe that phantom thieves really exist. Calling cards being treated like it was a prank by someone who knew what Kamoshida was doing.
Makes sense. We're the ones who did it, and I still don't completely believe it myself.
Let's wait for things to settle down for the time being.
Anyways, let's check how much this metal can be sold for. It'd be better if we pawned it off ASAP.
It's an Olympic medal, so.
Wait, 30,000 yen? That's all a gold medal's worth?
So it is a gold
That
medal,
time in
okay.
middle school, I lent you some money.
There's no way I borrowed 30,000 yen from you.
Wouldn't it be around that much with compounded interest?
Interest
Oh.
my ass.
Ryuji, there are easier ways to say you want to get pegged.
I'm not saying that I'm
I was gonna
taking
say,
all of it.
phrasing.
I
Or,
mean, it's your fault for not paying me back all these years. It's just common sense.
Damn it.
what does the essay
I
from
agree
Thomas
on
Paine have to
letting
do with
go and
anything?
Keeping an eye on the situation. However, you dragged me into this. It would be nonsense not to celebrate a successful mission.
I guess we could blow this dirty money on something fun.
Discussions among phantom thieves are to take place over luxurious food. How about it?
Hey, wait! Nah, I guess it's fine. There's somewhere I want to go then.
Where's that?
It's a place Shiho and I have been wanting to go for a while.
I owe money, so I can't complain. You good with that?
I'm already richer than you guys put together anyway.
I'll call and check the price
I mean,
then.
your net worth is over 1.5 million yen,
Yeah.
which translates to like
Why don't we go on the last day
a
of
good
holidays?
$10,000, which is a lot per middle schooler, high school rather.
It'll
Yeah.
help energize us when school life starts up again the day after.
Then, the 5th, on Children's Day.
So, who's going to sell this?
Coincidentally, that is Luffy's
Nearest worth
birthday.
to buy anything,
Yep.
Don't we?
And I think a few other characters. It's a popular day for
We'll leave that to
birthdays.
you guys.
I think it might be Goku's birthday as well.
Yeah. And I think Gon from Hunter x Hunter.
Yeah, that tracks.
Ah, you're back.
No, that one is a The real medal should still be in his possession. Kamoshida will never be proud of that once-in-a-lifetime gold medal ever again. Depending on how you look at it, that punishment might be even worse than death for him.
Good.
Yo.
Hooray, our stuff arrived.
Oh!
Bull.
Yes, said I was gonna check something? Oh god, we're already making master coffee. Anyway, that's where we're going to wrap up for today.
Yep. Probably for the best.
So, thank you everybody for watching. Hopefully you've enjoyed. In terms of future stuff, Thursday I think is going to only be me and maybe Fuzzy. Because Jack...
Depending on when you plan on starting, because I can tag along if we're starting early enough.
We'll see. We need to talk to Fuzzy about that. Saturday, we're going to try and do the One Piece character tier list. Sunday might well be the same. Maybe Mafia, the definitive edition of Mafia instead. We'll see. And next Tuesday will be more gaming stuff. So, thank you everybody for watching. Again, please do give us a follow here on Twitch and all that YouTube stuff.
Like and subscribe if you've not already. Press that bell icon and to get notifications for when we put up a new video. And don't forget to leave a comment down below.
I will maybe reply to those comments via the Storytime Network channel. We will see. Oh, it's like 3 days after the one I mentioned got posted. Whatever, I'll try. Otherwise...
We can only promise to try.
Yep. Again, thank you for watching, and hopefully we will see you on Thursday for a Thanksgiving edition stream. Good night.
Later.